John the man.
What's up, brother? How are we?
Good brother, how you keeping?
Good, good. Not bad, not a bad day. Getting it started right. 5K in cash collected today, so we're on the right track, bro. We're on the right track.
5K in cash collected today.
Yeah,
Taking sales calls.
two calls in. I've three calls left, and I have something else in the pipeline later on. So this is going to be a good day, bro.
Run me through it, man. Right? You've just made what, 500 quid today?
Yeah, in 2 hours.
What were you doing before this then? Before you actually got into closing?
Staring at the sky, drooling, driving cranes, lad. That's what I was doing. Being a fucking bit of a waster, to be honest. Look, I enjoyed the job, don't get me wrong. I had good people around me. But working 70 hours for someone else's dream starts to get very old, very fucking quick, man.
Yeah. How long were you working with the Koreans for?
Uh, 4 or 5 years, 4 or 5 years, lad, yeah. You get into it for the money, of course, like everyone, you know. We all want money to make the world go around. But yeah, there's a good challenge with it and stuff, lad. Don't get me wrong. I met some fucking really sound lads on site.
Yep.
Met some absolute fucking header balls as well. But yeah, I'm glad to see the back end of that, lad.
So what was it then for you, John, that like made you want to pack in the site work, right, working with Koreans and get into the online space in the first place and get into high ticket sales?
Fear of regret, bro. Fear of wasting more time. I'm 28 years of age, bro. You're 24, right? Imagine where you'd be when you're my age, 28.
Hmm.
It's the action you took has led you to be in a position I wanted to be in since I was 16, 17. You took that action, what, a year ago? A year and a bit ago? Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine where I'd be if I took action then. Fear or regret, bro. My dad's 70 years of age. He turned 70 on the 2nd of March. It's the 9th of April now, right? I was at his birthday, man, and it was the first time I was actually present for my family since I started this journey. Like, obviously, I'm there for them now more because I have more time. But when I was working with cranes, man, my dad would ring me. We're big into motorbikes and stuff. You coming out on the bike, son? Can't, dad, I'm working. But that was my choice. My choice was to go to work and work hard for someone else's fucking dream.
Hmm.
And yeah, lad, I'd lost so much time over them 3 or 4 years. I lost myself in the process as well. So
For you, obviously saying from 16 you want to do it, you're 28 now. What was like the motivating factor for you to finally make that change in?
I couldn't face it anymore, knowing that I'll die one day and I wouldn't like if I go outside, I'm going for a run after this call. Say for instance, if I go outside and I get smashed up by a bus, I die. I die happy. I die proud because I took action onto something that I fucking believed in. I wasn't a bitch anymore. I didn't sit in the sidelines. I'd rather die with it, with knowing that there was no regrets. That I all that time I wasted, at least I can turn around and say, well, Jesus, John, you have to give yourself a little bit of a pat in the back. You took action. You didn't waste any more time. You didn't just fall into the 9 to 5 like everyone else tells you to. Stay where you're at. Stay comfortable. Keep doing your 9 to 5. I took action and I showed up for myself.
Yeah. Well, like, obviously for you, man, right? We're Irish. So, like, what exactly was it that, I mean, like, were you not skeptical trying to get into this in the first place? Like, because
Oh,
everybody has
Jesus.
this skeptical mindset of, online.
Yeah. I was supposed to start this the 25th of February last year. I didn't start till the 1st of November. So if you want someone who's skeptical, here's your fucking man. I waited from February to the 1st of November. I didn't believe in it. I didn't want to go anywhere near it. Fuck this, fuck that. And then I just went back to suffering, back to drinking drugs, back to partying, back to denying, back to numbing, back to working 70 hours a week, doing what everyone else does in this country. Spends more time in a bathroom on a Saturday night than they do drinking their pints.
Mm. So, what exactly changed for you then over that year of going out and partying and staying at work then to finally go and put that skepticism aside then and actually take action?
Because you don't know what you don't know, man. You know, if you don't put yourself in the position to learn and grow, you'll always be the same. And then you're going out and you look at lads at 4 o'clock in the morning and they're trying to organize not a taxi home, they're trying to organize something else. And you're just saying, how is this living? How the fuck is this living a life? Like, are you seriously, when your kids grow or when you have kids one day, are you going to turn around and say, Jesus, do you want to know what my memories were? Sniffing coke in a fucking sitting room till 4 in the morning talking shit. Or is it No, son, I took action to be where I'm at now. Everything you have is because I took action. And I'm gonna give you and instill that knowledge into you, instill that discipline into you to be better. My dad worked two fucking jobs, Conrad, to fucking make ends meet. Two fucking jobs. He worked as a truck driver and a taxi man. He came home one day smelling like drink. I broke down crying because I thought he was an alcoholic. My ma slapped me in the face and was like, not literally, physically, like, like figuratively, slapped me in the face and was like, he's not a fucking drinker. He's driving a taxi while you're in bed. That's what he's doing to keep us going. And he gave us a good life. They live a good life now. They're retired. They're off in Spain today for 6 weeks because
Mm.
the man put in the work. He instilled work in me. And then I done everything but that work when I got older. I got caught up in weed. I got caught up in drugs. I fell down the wrong path and then put myself away. And for doing that for years on end since I was 15 on, nothing fucking changed. I couldn't get over it. And then I tried to invest into the online space. In February, skepticism came up, fell back into the same journey. And I was like, I'm never going to know what I could be unless I take action. I'll never know where I could actually get to in life unless I took action. Money is a byproduct of the skills and the knowledge and the person you become. Fuck the money. Fuck the money. It's the person you become. It's the skills you gain. It's the friendships you make.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the likes of yourself, lad, who helped me along the journey, who showed me the road to go down, who said, this is what you need to do.
And obviously for you, lad, putting it on the back burner for a year, right? Talked about like money is the byproduct. I guess for you, lad, like what would it have costed you, if you hadn't have actually went ahead with this?
That's a fucking deep question because that goes layers deep, bro. I suffered with my mental health a lot all the way through that period as well, with the complacency, but also, um, I suffered really badly with my mental health. I tried to kill myself twice. I had me ma. I woke up one time after I passed out. My ma was giving me CPR 'cause she thought I died. Um, Genuinely, I know that sounds a bit severe, but like, I'm not saying I wouldn't be here, but I'd be in a very fucking dark spot, bro. Denying myself my dream, the opportunity to grow, to actually be a better person. It's not about the money at the end of the day for me. It's about being a better person. I was a scumbag for so long. To actually be a better person at the end of it, that's worth more to me than anything. Fucking don't get me wrong. The money's fucking sweet, but the fucking person you become is the number one thing for me.
Mm. Because obviously now, right? You joined when? In November?
1st of November, bro.
1st of November. Now you're closing. So how long did it take you to come in as a beginner and to actually start closing and becoming a closer then full time?
98 days exactly. I
Nice.
keep track of days. I don't keep track of weeks or months, days. So yeah.
And did you have any experience coming into this before?
Right. Put it this way, Conrad, what did you think of me the first time you met me?
Thought you were some boy.
Some boy in what regard though? A
Thought you were.
fucking ADHD riddled motherfucker who wouldn't
Thought you
shut.
were. I thought you were a character.
Yeah. Yeah. But like in saying that, man, do you think that when you first met me, were you like, is this fella a bit of a spastic? I don't know how he's gonna get here. Yeah, exactly. I was a fucking spastic. I was. I never tried in school. I spent more time trying to get suspended for going on the hop on a Wednesday and a Thursday because you used to get 3 days off in my school. So if you went on the hop on a Wednesday, you get Thursday and Friday off. So you'd be in school for 2 days. So I wouldn't mind getting caught. I always had this mentality that I wouldn't say an ego, but I just never gave a fuck. But when I actually found a community of lads that actually care for you, like the amount of times have I many like okay, we talk about sales, okay, you helped me with that, but how many times have you helped me with my mindset as well? How many times have I come to you and said, bro, I'm in a fucked up position, and you'd say, just keep pushing, just keep going, John. It's all right, don't worry about it. Because I remember one time, I'll say this real quick. I was struggling with actually stepping away from the computer at one stage because I got so obsessed with it. That's not healthy, right? And you turned around to me and you were like, lad, just fucking relax. Just fucking. It wasn't about sales. It wasn't about anything like that. You were just like, lad, look after yourself. Go spend time with your girlfriend. Put a fucking smile in your face. Step the fuck away from that computer. That right there has so much value. That's something that's stuck with me because then it's a community of people who actually want you to be better, want you to work together to be better. And that is something that you cannot find. Some of the conversations I've had with you over the last 5 months, I've never had with me friends, man, in my whole life. And it's not saying we sit here and talk about sappy shit all day. I'm not saying that. But like the mentality side is something that you'll only gain from being around like-minded people. You're around people who snort coke 5 days a week. You're gonna snort coke 5 days a week. You're around people who want to better themselves, put themselves in a better position. You can only fucking grow from that exponentially.
Yeah, 110%. And I feel like so many people that come into this get caught up in the work and skills, yeah, money, 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 where it's like, right, go enjoy the little things, go and spend time with your missus, go and actually go on that run, go and do the things, jump in the bike, do the things that keep you ticking.
Mm. Mm.
No?
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
for you now, right? When you got a closing role, now you're actually out of your job, right? Now you're doing this full time. What's life kind of like for you now? Then you said you're working 70 hours a week before.
Look at this, lad. I'm going out for a run after this. Do you know what I mean? Come on, like I'm in the fucking shorts and all, boys. Like, who gets to do that at fucking 2 o'clock on a Wednesday, man? Who gets to go out for a 10K run, relax, reset, readjust, come back in and take calls this evening? Who gets to go spend time with their dad in the middle of the day? Like my dad, my family's all about racing bikes, right? Please don't take offense to this if you're watching it. If you don't race bikes in my family, you're a bit bent, right? There's something wrong with you, right? There's something actually wrong with you in my family. That's it. You go for championships or you sit in the sideline like a little bitch, right? But first when I was doing the cranes, I didn't race. I didn't have opportunities to race. But that's me and me dad's time together. That's the time we spent together. That's the memories I have. Now I get to go to the races with him, even if I'm racing myself or we're going to watch the races. Like it's just I can block out my calendar. My dad rings me. I live 20 minutes from Mondello. If people know, you know, right? But I live 20 minutes from a racetrack, basically. And my dad rang me on a Friday evening and he was like, son, there's racing tomorrow. Would you like to go see it? Yeah, no bother. Boom, onto me calendar, close off 6 hours, spend 6 hours with your dad. Just like that. I decide what I do. No one else does. I decide that.
So
Like,
obviously now then, right, you have more freedom to spend more time with your dad and enjoy the little things. For you, lad, was there anything that you, I guess, struggled with a lot at the start in terms of maybe either procrastination or maybe your mindset or maybe judgment from others? Or would you say there was anything that you did struggle with at the start?
judgment, man. Fuck me. Judgment and I come in here like a hot rocket. I will say that. Now I was motivated because from February to November I done fuck all. So I just felt like I wanted to catch up on all the time I missed, right? Now I was doing an hour or 2 hours a day. But them 2 hours I was fucking obsessed. I was like, no one will beat me, only me. I'm my own competition. But the opinion from others, like me brother, he makes good money. He drives fucking he works for BMW, Nissan, Toyota, all these garages. He makes about 150K a year. I said to him, I'm going to invest in myself, and he called me basically a spastic. He was like, what the fuck are you doing? Keep driving cranes, you'll be all right. You're making 1,800 quid a week there, lad, some weeks. You know, you're making good money. I'm making good money, dude. Do I have memories to show for it? Do I have time with my girlfriend? Do I have anything like that? No. So the opinions of others was a crucial part of it, bro. Where they were just trying to, they didn't understand. Me, my sister was ringing me to tell me mom the information. Do you know what I mean? It was all in the background, trying to squeeze it out. They didn't agree with it at all, and now they're my biggest supporters.
And why
Now
is
they
that
understand.
though? But why are they your biggest supporters now?
Because I dropped fucking I used to smoke weed for a long time, dropped all that, and my mom turned around to me, man. It hit me for six, and she was like, I can actually see my son again in his eyes for the first time in 6 years. She doesn't care about the money. She doesn't give a fuck about that. She cares like that she's got her son back. This is yes, it's a skill, it's a knowledge, it's a career, it's a change, it's freedom, but I've grown as a person more in 5 months than I ever did for 6, 7 years.
Hmm.
Like that alone is worth its weight in gold.
And I guess then, John, if what would your advice be to someone coming into this? I guess as a beginner, maybe they're on the fence, thinking about getting going. Like, what would your advice be?
Jesus, lad, you get one life. Just fucking try live it, will you? Just, just take the first step. It's always the fucking scariest. It's always the scariest. First time you get in the car, are you fucking, yeah, I know exactly. You're a little bit cautious. You're a little bit, fuck, right? Am I on the right side of the road? Am I going to get milled by a truck? Right? It's the exact same thing. You're always going to have fear. If you start today, if you start in a week's time, if you start in 2 months' time, or if you start on the February or start in November, I still have the same amount of fucking fear. So if you tell yourself, I need time, I need to sit in the fence, no, it's never going to change. It's never going to get easier, bro. Please, you have one fucking life. There's no restart button. There's no reset button. Try. You deserve to try. And if you show up for yourself, what can go wrong?
Hmm.
If the internet was gone tomorrow morning and I couldn't do this, the only thing I could take away from it, A, is the people I met, B, the skills, but C, most important, is the person I became. Is the person I became all day, all day.
Beautiful, John. Appreciate you jumping on and taking this interview, brother.
Get after it, lads.